Well, if looks could kill, DC, here is Thug Rose Namajunas, the former UFC strawweight champion, and still one of the best, if not the best, 115-pound fighter in the world.
When you watch Namajunas and she looks at her opponents, it's stone cold. She's looking right through them. You see her opponents try to engage her in trash talk to try to break the psyche of Namajunas, and she just looks it down, stares right through it, and says, you know what? On tomorrow, I get to show you with my fists, my knees, and my feet. And when she's fighting, she's one of the best fighters this division's ever seen. And we saw that tonight. She knocked out Joanna Jędrzejczyk in the very first round.
You ain't winning a staring contest with Thug Rose Namajunas, and you're probably not winning a cage fight against her either. Namajunas is back for more here tonight. Well, she's one of the more well-rounded fighters, DC, that we have in this division. A true mixed martial artist. Her first martial art was MMA. That certainly helps.
Yes, she's a new breed of fighter. A fighter that, as a young girl, she was brought into a gym, and in that gym, she told the coaches, I don't want to wrestle, I don't want to do jiu-jitsu, I don't want to kickbox and box. I want to do it all.
Right.
Is there an MMA class for my daughter to take part in? She did that from day one, and you see all that development over the course of a lifetime has led her to the octagon, where she is already making her impact.
Yeah, she said, I didn't want to get to the UFC until I was 100% comfortable in every situation. So far, so good for her. She's got a big one in front of her here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this strawweight fight. So 3 years the gap in age between these two fighters, and they both possess a similar height and reach. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 10 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, Thug Rose Namajunas. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 8 wins, 1 loss. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, USA, Mackenzie Dern. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
The veteran Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready.
So here we are in Las Vegas, Nevada at the T-Mobile Arena. It's hard to believe this venue hasn't even been open 5 years when you think about all the big events it has held. Conor versus Khabib. You beat Stipe to become the double champ inside these very walls. You're getting chills being back tonight, champ.
I'm getting chills being back at the T-Mobile Arena. I love this venue. And I'm going to tell you one last thing before the fight night starts. After you're done, take a walk outside and take a gander at the side of the building. You can see your boy DC prominent up high in the rafters, holding up those 2 titles.
Oh.
What a great arena, the T-Mobile Arena.
And that Vegas air feels like a hairdryer in your face.
It's so hot. Nice strike.
Good series of strikes by her there. She is staying wicked busy tonight.
Very busy, but also super accurate. She is on that business.
All right, full guard now, DC. It looks like a potential submission attempt here. Oh, we're getting a finish here.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Trying to establish that jab once again. Oh, an instinctive land there as she goes to the jab, DC. Nicely done.
That jab is stopping her in her tracks. And it's not only a rangefinder, she is really damaging her opponent behind the jab. It's a beautiful, fast, quick jab with meaning. Punch over the top.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here.
Over and over. You come up, you go down. Another takedown lane. rolling leg lock in MMA, man, is you get beat up, especially if you're a little bit hurt.
Nicely done. Oh, sage work from the bottom here as she tags her with the punch. Oh, pretty good job there posturing up and landing with the ground and pound. She has been very efficient in this situation tonight.
Very efficient and very accurate. Hats off to her.
Seconds left. The horn sounds for the end of round one.
All right, take a seat. That was a good round, but I need you to be a little bit more accurate this time. I need you to land those kicks this round. Start mixing up your attacks.
All right, big round for her there, DC. All right, here we go with our next round. She was at her active best in the previous round, and really a lot of knees, right? A lot of damage inflicted by that weapon in the previous.
She landed a ton of knees in that round, and if you're that successful, expect her to go right back to landing those knees. Clinch.
Oh, and there's another leg kick, just out, right? I mean, now she has sort of rendered her opponent, as you see the damage.
What a beautiful takedown.
And she gets the single leg takedown. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the ground.
She looks like a master of grappling with the great movement that she's showing on the ground.
Pretty impressive ground and pound display here, champ.
She's doing a great job of finding the right time to take her ground and pound opportunities.
Namajunas has got the head. Let's see if she can finish off this guillotine attempt.
Slick.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Namajunas. How good is her movement here on the ground, right? Shades of Ray Borg, just transitioning so beautiful.
Yeah, she's so good at transitions and movement. Her ability is unmatched.
Man, she is just nonstop on the ground, moving in all the right directions. Another nice transition by her there.
She's moving a lot, but every movement has purpose.
Working on a choke here, potentially.
There it is.
And this might just be a matter of time. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here, just beautiful when it comes to the transition.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now. Well, she's really putting it all together on the feet, DC, staying busy and certainly staying accurate.
She's known for her hands, and this is why.
Oh, and she connects there, so the hands look good tonight.
Great timing to land that punch.
And they separate. And the horn sounds on round two. All right, so big round for her there. Not much wasted motion when it comes to the ground strikes. DC, take us through the highlights.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, when you watch someone that is so well-versed at ground and pound fighting, it is a joy to watch, especially for a guy like me. She did a great job of truly knowing exactly where she needed to go. She does not go crazy with strikes. She finds the correct time to throw them, and she makes every single one of them count.
Man, she might punch harder than you. Nice connection there.
I don't know about that, John, but she is a fast, accurate striker. What a fantastic wrestler. Great takedown.
Oh, man, that left side is getting beat up now. Look at the redness there.
Oh, nice right hand by Rose.
While her opponent is squirming, and this might be the beginning of the end, the ground and pound strikes continue to land at will.
She's landing it over and over again. She needs to make sure that when she's chasing the finish, she doesn't get excited and lose the position.
Great movement by her here on the ground, and she just does it so fluidly and so easily. It's really a sight to behold.
You can tell that she's spent a lifetime developing the skill with the way that she's able to move with so little effort on the mat.
All right, so she continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like she did in the previous round. As efficient as any striker in the division, this is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Timing her shots nicely here tonight, DC.
She's doing a great job, but not only being active.
By her there, I'm not sure her opponent knows where she is. She's in the octagon.
She can't possibly know where she is right now after taking such a massive head kick. Oh!
Oh!
An uppercut in! Big punch land. Ooh.
Nice jab, follows it up with a nice right hand.
I need you to pay attention. Protect
Big head kick lands.
Taken down here by Namajunas. Oh, well played there as she gets back to her feet.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
Oh, she is absolutely getting lit up right now. She has certainly changed her approach.
Level change, leg, finish the takedown. Great job.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Thug Rose gets back up. Takedown lands for her. 1 minute to decide this one. Going for a submission.
Watch trying. Oh.
Nicely done. Back to her feet now. Good sign for her there.
Nice punch land. Beautiful body kick.
All right, so there's the horn. We're going to look back at some of the highlights here. Chief among them, the submission attempt that ends up a near miss.
There is no holding with this young lady. She doesn't take you down the hold and stall. The moment you hit the ground, she's chasing submissions. She's trying to end the fight, and she almost got it done in that exchange.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Mackenzie Dern!
All right, so pretty clean effort out of her, really, from the opening horn tonight. She is your winner by unanimous decision.
And as a fan, you understand how important this is in the evolution of someone's career. She did a great job of staying focused, staying the course, and getting a unanimous decision.
It's a bantamweight matchup between Aljamain Sterling and Marlon Moraes. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that octagon.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this bantamweight fight. Moraes is 1 year his senior. He is 1 inch taller. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Toms River, New Jersey, Marlon Magic Moraes. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 19 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Uniondale, New York, Aljamain Funkmaster Sterling. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Miragliotta.
So Dan Miragliotta shares the cage.
You ready? Are you ready?
Right, so the fight is underway. We will see how it plays out. It's a pick'em fight according to Las Vegas, and really hard to think of a weakness that we've seen on film from either guys in their UFC careers thus far.
I feel like both of these guys are the top of the food chain. They're the best of the best that we could put inside the octagon. They are so well-rounded. They have every skill, and that is going to be on display tonight in this key matchup. He loaded up there on that high kick.
Ooh, blocks the shot. Big knee there. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Effective punch there by Sterling. And there comes the separation now. Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the feet.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Aljamain Sterling. 2 minutes have expired now. Trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
And he's out. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Moraes' lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling.
Oh, big punch land.
Oh, single collar tie here. And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. Oh, there's the swing and there's the miss.
Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. And they both stand up.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick. Big kick land. Nice stick with the right hand. Nice leg kick.
Unable to connect there.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
One challenge for the end of round one. All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights from those previous 5 minutes, DC, and no padding, no glove on that foot.
No glove, no padding, and look at the hip action when he throws those kicks. He's not only kicking just for feel, he's really trying to damage his opponent, and as the fight goes longer, you will start to see it take an effect.
All right, next round is underway, DC. We talked about his powerful kicks, how he attacks all sides of the body, the head, the legs. Pretty good start for him tonight.
That was so impressive to see someone fight almost predominantly with their legs and have that level of success. Right under the elbow, the body kick lands. Oh, man, look at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, and now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat. He goes flat.
And this might just be a matter of time. Wow. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Then he's out. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, stacking him up here, keeping the pressure on. I know you guys do a lot of this training with your jiu-jitsu coach there in San Jose.
Oh, absolutely, but it's a difference. If your feet are on our hips, it's a problem. So we shove them through the middle. We shove them through the middle so that our legs can be what controls your feet.
Right.
We're not using our hands. I'm not using my hands. I'm using my legs to just kind of wheel and deal you from side to side. Then my upper body is free to punch. If you get your feet on my hips, you're out. You may as well just kick away.
These are unofficial, but 61 total strikes, as you see there, have landed for Aljamain Sterling. And the connection rate, DC, pretty good as well, landing at a 63% clip against Marlon Moraes. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two, much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. DC, it didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh?
His timing is on point. Oh,
oh, and he tags him with the straight, beautifully placed there by Moraes. Oh,
takes him for a ride, slams him on his back. What a takedown.
How's that feel to be on the wrong end of that?
Not, I mean, honestly, I knew it.
I knew that was coming. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
All right, next round is now underway. Previous round, not necessarily a tough act to follow. Pretty good, not great.
Pretty good round, but not the best round. Sometimes that's what you get when you have fighters that are so evenly matched.
Just misses there with the left. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Try to establish that jab. Big elbow there, lands.
Oh, big elbow.
Oh! The jab followed by the right hand.
Right hand punch from the clinch.
Moraes' lower jaw very swollen now.
What a big-time takedown.
Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Back to his feet. Well, more often than not, when he has struck, he has landed 86 total strikes have landed for Aljamain Sterling. Well, the number's not all that efficient, 43%, the accuracy rate against Marlon Moraes. Changes his stance.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
Big diving punch lands.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, and that is it. Referee has seen enough, and maybe so have we. Your winner by TKO.
That was a great performance. Way to land those strikes and go and chase down the finish when you get an opportunity.
Let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
The official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliana has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 1 second of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Aljamain Punkmaster Sterling.
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight, he did exactly that. Congratulations.
It's a middleweight matchup between Robert Whitaker and Darren the Gorilla Till. Coming up next, a middleweight tilt between Robert Whitaker and Darren Till. Proudly representing Liverpool, England, also has some roots in Brazil. Here is Darren Till looking to preserve his spot as welterweight contender here tonight.
Darren Till is a phenomenal fighter, a guy that's willing to fight anybody. The interview where he's in the octagon, he says, just line them up, I'll fight them all. Yeah. I will fight each and every one of them. Darren Till has that quality about him that just draws you in. But what ultimately gets you in the door is the fighting ability, the great boxing, the great fight IQ, the mentality that allowed him to beat guys like Donald Cerrone and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
He's got a welterweight hit list a mile long. You should be glad you're not on that.
No, I don't want to get on that list. I don't want to see the gorilla.
Well, the road to middleweight golden glory still goes through Sydney, Australia. Robert Whitaker is the man, and just don't call him Bobby Knuckles. You'll be okay.
I just don't understand how he does not embrace this nickname. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect for Robert Whitaker. but he's one of those guys that doesn't jump off the page. He's one of those guys that you don't look at and go, oh my goodness, he's one of the most dangerous men in the world. But he is. He has unbelievable skill. He has a wrestling background, was able to stay up right against Yoel Romero, who's a world and Olympic silver medalist, was able to knock out Jacare Souza. Just a truly tremendous mixed martial artist, and since going up to 185, has truly found his groove.
And the Reaper, as they call him, always says the best place to break your hand is inside the octagon. He's done it before. He's not afraid to do it again. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. So 2 years, the gap in age, with similar height and reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record of 18 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Liverpool, England, Darren Till. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 22 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting from Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, Robert Whittaker! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean has drawn the assignment here.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we go as round 1 gets underway. 2 world-class level strikers here, and the expectation is we're going to get a kickboxing match here in the octagon.
Yes, we are going to get a striking match. One guy is very good at kicks. The other guy has unbelievable hands. Let's see what type of attack is going to win the battle of 2 great stand-up fighters.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the top.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking.
All right, so there it is, the early takedown. He told everyone here during fight week within earshot that he was going to try to wrestle, try to get this fight to the ground, and had no problem doing so just then.
During their fight camp, they made a checklist, and they checked off the most important part of the fight, getting an early takedown. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one? Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Combination lands for him. He is really putting his strikes together tonight.
I mean, he's feeling himself tonight, John. He's doing a great job of putting everything together.
Switching stances here. So we pull up the numbers here, 28 total strikes. Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Oh, and that one snapped the head back. The referee has seen enough. By TKO.
He mercifully stopped the fight. A great stoppage and a great performance by this young man.
Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 15 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Darren Till.
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need a ticket to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your coaches get to celebrate the great handiwork.
It's a flyweight matchup between John Dodson and TJ Dillashaw. Well, he was a three-time NCAA qualifier as a Cal State Fullerton wrestler. He is a former two-time UFC bantamweight champion. He is Tyler Jeffrey Dillashaw, and he is ready to add to his legacy here tonight.
And for all those wrestling accomplishments, he doesn't even need to use it. He's become a great striker under Dwayne Ludwig, a guy that can beat you with kicks, a guy that can beat you with the boxing, and the footwork is something that we haven't seen in the UFC for a very long time. TJ Dillashaw is one of the greatest bantamweights of all time.
And he is truly in his element on Fight Night. Absolutely loves the bright lights and everything that Fight Night entails. Another big spot for Dillashaw here tonight. All right, here he is, the decorated kickboxer, back for more here tonight, and he's so comfortable in the striking realm. It's almost like he started kickboxing before he ever was reading or writing.
Oh, it's unbelievable to see someone that's so comfortable under so much duress.
I know.
When you're in kickboxing range, you are in the fire. There is no safety. You're right in range to be getting knocked out, but he does not fear that. He loves it. He loves the combat. He loves the engagements. But what you have to understand is he's not engaging his opponents on their terms. He's doing it on his terms. Whether or not he wants to be in close with the big punches or he wants to be at range landing kicks, he's just constantly putting damage on you. Top, bottom, up, low, it does not matter. This guy is a dominant striker, one of the best kickboxers the UFC has ever seen.
And in terms of the punching technique and the jab, as good as anyone in this division. And now our tail of the tape for this flyweight tilt. Dillashaw is 34. Dodson is 35. Dillashaw is 1 inch taller. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, USA, presenting the former UFC bantamweight champion, TJ Dillashaw! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 11 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, John the Magician Dodson. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon is Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Round 1 is upon us between 2 of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break down the film.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans.
Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being this accurate in the past.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very busy.
Goes for the early takedown. It is good. No surprise that he wants to get this fight to the canvas early. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Beautiful strike.
Throwing that jab, no good. Dodson gets absolutely punished by that head kick. Bang, Muay Thai on full display here. Dillashaw in a really good flow here, DC.
Great timing on that beautiful takedown.
here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Oh, you got to watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here.
Bottom fighter trying to control.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patty. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
He could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's at the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done. He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
Oh, nice job using this. Nicely done. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend. But you can see him now start to gain posture and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate.
Over the top. This one's going to go.
What a great way to think about this attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He got high with the punch out. He's going low. And now he's got him hurt very badly.
Dodson gets caught with that punch. All right, single collar tie now. And now he's got that tie.
No problem. You got caught, you got knocked down. It's okay. You're going to be fine. Breathe.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC. And how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper. And it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
Round 2 is underway.
Nice punch lands over the top. Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Whoa!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's...
Oh, big knee!
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep.
Look at how fast. The only person I can do this to is maybe John. John, there's a weight difference. I don't know if you know jiu-jitsu much. You miss a lot of your classes. If I'm going to do this to anybody, it's Anik.
Oh, wicked nice leg kick there, DC.
Can't take too many of those.
So some fight stats for you here. 57 total strikes have landed for TJ Dillashaw. Well, and essentially landing 2 out of every 3 strike attempts, 66%. The accuracy rate against...
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh! Back to the feet. Oh! Starting to do some really significant damage. Whoa!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight. Big punch lands through the middle.
Oh! Just reached the midway point of the fight. And they separate.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Just over 2 minutes to go. Oh, and he's back up again.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh! He's out!
Holy smokes!
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up. And that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
We get the official decision with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 12 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, TJ Dillashaw.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they earn this spectacular victory.
All right, coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between Francis Ngannou and the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis. All right, coming up next, a heavyweight collision between Francis Ngannou and the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis. All right, so here he is, one of the more popular fighters. Roster top to bottom, the heavyweight contender, the Black Beast, Houston's finest, Derrick Lewis.
Yeah, Derrick Lewis is a phenomenal fighter, but he's just a fighter at heart. From the hardships that he had as a kid to his youth, developing and overcoming so much adversity to become a guy that has fought for the UFC Heavyweight Championship is truly inspiring for anyone that looks up to Derrick Lewis. But not only is the story very good, the fighting skill is there to match.
And he's got that old school break your face open type of power, and he'll look to put it to good use in this matchup here tonight. All right, so here is the heavyweight power threat, Francis Ngannou. Couple of outliers on his resume, the weird fight against Derrick Lewis, but he came back in a big way. Back-to-back knockouts of Curtis Blades and Cain Velasquez that put him right back into heavyweight title contention.
If you're a fan of the sport and you see a young fighter like Francis Ngannou, that's exactly the type of response you want from him when he had a rough go. Go back to the drawing board. Come back remotivated. Focus on the task at hand. Start knocking people out. Get back. Use what got you to the show in the beginning. In the knockout of Blades, in the knockout of Kane, showed that. Francis Ngannou is once again ready to move himself back into title contention.
And his knockout of Alistair Overeem in 2017, the knockout of the year, according to most.
Spaceship.
Overeem's still in orbit.
Yes, he is. He has to be.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Lewis is 2 years his senior. He weighed in at 260 pounds. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a boxer holding a professional record of 23 wins, 7 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 260 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, Derek the Black Beast Lewis. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 15 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Paris, France, Francis the Predator Ngannou. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so 2 truly elite strikers here. We sat down with them on Thursday and asked them any thoughts of taking this fight to the ground. They want to strike.
They want to strike. That's what got them to the show. That is the path that they are normally on. And tonight they get someone that allows them to fight in their comfort zone. They don't have to worry about the 50 takedowns. All they have to worry about is who can rely on their knowledge in the striking to carry them to victory. Beautiful punch.
Oh, huge left hand from Francis Ngannou. Every time he loads up and extends, you feel like the fight might be in.
Yeah, absolutely. And the whole crowd holds their breath, right? You hear a big exhale. Every time Francis loads up to go finish a fight, you hear the crowd take all the air in because they're ready to explode. That's the type of performer, that's the type of fighter that Francis is.
Well, as usual, this outstanding striker has come out aggressively tonight, almost as if he's double parked outside.
He's trying to get the job done and get it done quickly. But he doesn't waste any action. Everything is so tight and crisp. That's why he lands, and he can be so aggressive.
The strikes continuing to pile up. 27 total strikes have landed for Francis Ngannou. Both fighters back to their feet now. Changes his stance. You'll see a lot of this from this fighter. Oh, strong punch there by Francis Ngannou. Oh, collar tie.
Beautiful body kick.
Oh, huge block. Oh, man, snapped his head back with the uppercut there.
You can see him throw his entire body into that uppercut. Yep, and over the top. He's got to start moving his head. He cannot take this many shots to the head.
Back and forth we go here. You wonder if the offensive fighter's going to start to get frustrated here. Most stiff, not all of these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC.
Nice punch there by his head still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou. And you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head. Left hand punch from the clinch. An uppercut landed.
All right, so he lands another jab now, just snapping that thing off, DC.
I believe he's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, he might be out. Big knee to the body. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it. John, stop it. Nice stick with the right hand. Oh!
puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that.
Sit down, catch your breath. Listen, you knocked him down at the end of that round. That was great.
All right, 5 minutes down. Here we go at the start of round 2. Francis Ngannou. And on the other side, Derek Lewis. Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job.
They continue to exchange.
Great punch landing with so
Holy smokes, he put him to sleep.
Lewis gets up, but he looks dazed and confused. Oh, big knee!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Back to the feet.
He's in trouble. He's getting lit up.
Whoa! Many of these have landed with power behind them. 93 total strikes. And whoa!
What a fantastic...
Oh! Back to the feet. Oh, significant strike attempt there. Goes to the spinning kick, but he misses. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
So a huge result and a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the big knockout win. That could hold up as one of the better KOs of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 7 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Francis the Predator Ngannou.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the win, you also, most times, walk away with a $50,000 bonus check.
Coming up next, we determine the best strawweight on the planet. A matchup for the UFC Women's 115-pound title. With much fanfare, here she is, the #1 strawweight contender. This is a five-tool player, ladies and gentlemen. One of the best 115-pound fighters we've ever seen. A fighter that many fans believe already is the #1 fighter in this division. Now, though, her chance to prove it, to get the hardware, to get the gold, and attach UFC strawweight champion to her name in perpetuity. So much depth now at 115 pounds, but they're all still chasing her. Yeah, they are, the undisputed UFC strawweight champion, and she's got the confidence that belies a champion. As you see her make this walk here tonight, she won the belt with flying colors, defended it with style points, and that's the same goal here tonight. She really is a fighter that maintains a calm demeanor, takes it fight by fight. She has aspirations to be the greatest of all time. She is well on her way. Our tale of the tape for this strawweight championship fight. 2 years apart, these two fighters, and they both possess a similar height and reach. And with the official introductions, here is the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Bergliata. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Strawweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 8 losses. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the challenger, Jessica Batistaca Andrade. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 21 wins, 1 loss. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world,
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready? Let's go.
All right, so here we go from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, and wherever we are in the world, most fighters on this roster, to a man, to a woman, they want the chance at some point to make this walk here in Vegas.
You absolutely want to fight in Las Vegas. Before it was the MGM Grand, it was the Mandalay Bay. Now it is the T-Mobile Arena, the most beautiful arena in the world, and the home to the biggest UFC fights right now. From International Fight Week to championship fights all across the board, you come to T-Mobile. Nice stick with the right hand.
Beautifully timed and place kick there by Andrade.
See, there it is. She switched.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Oh, pretty good knee to the... Oh! Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh! Back to orthodox. She missed with that jab. Quick entry to get it on a single.
That was a great single. Nice entry into the finish direct.
Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison. And if you're on the bottom, you got to be trying to find a way to escape that bottom leg. You cannot allow your opponent, you cannot allow her to sit on your leg and just throw big damage and strikes. You got to make sure you're on an elbow control, underhook, and get back to your feet. Dig and kick.
Pretty good kicks there by Jean. Oh, and there's another nice kick. Solid kicks across the board from her tonight.
I mean, she throws the kick without any wind-up. There's no tell to when she's coming.
Wow.
Big body kick. Nice kick with the right hand.
Working out of that southpaw stance.
Good punch lands.
Well, she whiffs on the straight right hand. Ooh, nice leg kick by him there, DC.
She disguises it really well, and when she gets the right moment, she drives her shin right into her opponent's thighs. Beautiful kick.
Back to orthodox. Zhang's knee is blocked.
Oh, big elbow.
Damaging strike there.
Another clinch position. I mean, that is a big shot to the head. I cannot believe she's still standing.
Round 2 is next.
She's ready to get knocked down again. I don't know how she survived that knockdown, but you're going to go out there and you're not going to...
All right, so there's the end of the round. She knocked her down, but not out. DC, the replay is all you.
She is as tough as they come. She is not going to give up on herself ever. If there is an opportunity to fight back, she will take it. Well, let's see what she makes of a chance to stay in the fight.
All right, both fighters now ready to go as we start up our second round. Weili Zhang versus Jessica Andrade. Oh, she works the body as well as anybody in this division. Another strike there, and these shots are really going to take their toll as this fight moves on.
Again, in the clinch.
Andrade's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. And she misses with the left punch there. And she switches to southpaw. Weili gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. Oh, strong series of kicks by her there. It's almost like she throws her feet as if they're 2 more hands.
I mean, that is crazy. Use every weapon available, and she is using her kicks as her main weapon.
How about that shin? Well, there's no... And there it is. So her best entry, I think, in terms of the offensive wrestling and the takedown attempts. She's got the head trap now. Guillotine choke coming.
Watch guillotine.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Oh, nice job. Wow. Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the ground.
She looks like a master of grappling with the great movement that she's showing on the ground.
So the unofficial numbers thus far, 80 total strikes, which have landed for Weili Zhang. And still above 50%, landing with 56% accuracy against Jessica Andrade.
She is such a diverse striker that big strike landed, and it looks like...
And she did not miss there. This could be the end, DC.
I mean, she hurt her so bad with that big head kick. I don't know how she's standing.
Well, she's so confident in her defense and her ability to block shots, and now you see why.
You see all she learned from her background in boxing.
Huge elbow there.
Can't take pictures now.
Whoa!
Oh, that one hurt finally, yep.
Visibly limping here. Now goes in and secures the takedown. got one of the best arm bars in the business, going for it now.
Attacking armbar. There it is.
All right, she postures up here, somehow stays in the fight. All right, full guard now, DC. She's on the bottom. What is she trying to do?
Well, she's got to throw up submissions to try to put her opponent on awareness. And these submissions will be used to reverse the position. Even if it gets defended, it will create space for her to try to get back to her feet or maybe to steal a sweep and trick her opponent.
All right, so there it is, the end of the round. Somehow she survives and advances after getting knocked down with a big punch there in that round.
She's tough. She's durable. But she cannot continue to take strikes like this. She needs to move her head on the center line. She cannot be a stationary target if she has any desire to win this fight.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Ooh, big shot lands. Nice. That was a thudding leg kick.
Well, you don't win 20 straight fights in modern-day mixed martial arts by accident, and Zhang Weili in a good striking state tonight, looking to extend that streak.
You make mistakes. People make mistakes. Some nights just don't work. It doesn't show up. But not for Weili. She's won 20 in a row and has become the UFC champion. When that title was to be defended in China, nobody knew. Nobody thought, what a takedown.
How good is her movement here on the ground, right? Shades of Ray Borg, just transition. See if she can set up the armbar now.
An attacking armbar.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
Now she's in trouble. Unbelievable. Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, really nice job by her there to execute the submission. Clearly she had an opening and she closed the show pretty effectively there. That is one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. All right, so there's the end of the round, and in terms of offensive wrestling execution, she had it all going there.
Yeah, she had it all working. She did everything she wanted to do. She was racing to position. Once she got to a leg, she didn't pause. She didn't stop. She went right to the finishes that she needed in order to get the fight to the ground. I mean, that was a great display of offensive wrestling.
So a dominant performance tonight for the UFC Women's Strawweight Champion of the World. Your winner by way of submission, and it is going to take a spectacular effort from another contender at 115 pounds to dethrone this talented champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliato has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 3 seconds of round number 3. For the winner by submission, and still the undisputed UFC Strawweight Champion of the World, Weili Zhang.
All right, so congratulations to the still UFC Strawweight Champion of the World, and I am glad my daughters don't fight at 115 pounds.
I mean, she is a savage. She understands what life is like as a UFC champion. Well, she does not want to experience the other side of living anymore. A great champion, a great fighter who's going to be very difficult to take the belt from.
Coming up next, it's a flyweight title fight between Valentina Shevchenko and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. All right, coming up next, a matchup for the UFC Flyweight Division title. All right, so here's the former UFC strawweight champion, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. For a while there, as she dominated all of the top contenders, you wondered if there was ever going to be someone who could solve Jędrzejczyk at 115 pounds. Still, most believe she's the best striker in this division.
She's one of the best strikers across all divisions in the UFC, regardless of gender. Very fast, very durable, very tough, but also Joanna Jędrzejczyk and her attitude is what I believe carries her to be most successful. She has this mentality that she believes she is just the absolute best in this division, and you saw it when she was on that long championship reign.
And she has been someone who's really maximized some big pay-per-view showcases. She was on the Ronda Rousey Holly Holm card at UFC 193, fought alongside Conor McGregor at UFC 205. She has the it factor and then some. Joanna Champion is back tonight. All right, so here she is with much fanfare, the reigning, defending undisputed UFC Flyweight champion, making her way to the octagon. The mission tonight, to defend her title and go out the way she came in, as the UFC's best at 125 pounds. All right, without further delay, let's get you tonight's tale of the tape. Both fighters are 32. Jędrzejczyk will have a 2-inch reach advantage. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. Now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Ostend, Poland, presenting the challenger, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a Muay Thai fighter, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, Valentina Bullet Shevchenko.
UFC belt on the line. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now. Go back to your corner.
Are you ready? You ready?
Well, our stat guys are ready to score takedowns if need be, but given this matchup on paper, we're expecting really a glorified kickboxing match here under mixed martial arts.
They can head to the popcorn booth right now because we don't need them. This is going to be all striking. Leave that grapple button empty. Don't touch it. Covered with a piece of tape. You don't need it. Striker versus striker. Both have the mentality that they just want to put damage on their opponents, and they don't want to do it on the mat.
Man, she she is just non-stop on the ground, moving in all the right directions. Another nice transition by her, though.
She's moving a lot, but every movement has purpose.
Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. And there she goes, using her jab effectively yet again. Her opponent's got a
nice entry, direct. Nice kick.
Oh, nice job buying her to posture up there. Now we'll see if she can maintain that separation.
She has to recognize that her opponent will start trying to squirrel away now, but look for her big ground and pound.
Wow, there is just a viciousness with which she operates here on the ground as she continues to get the ground and pound game going. She might get a finish here.
She's looking for a finish. She's so good at dictating these ground exchanges, and she's doing a fantastic job of building posture to try to land that kill shot to the top.
Good ground and pound by her here. She felt like she could finish the fight with her ground strikes tonight and might be well on her way here.
I mean, John, I believe it after watching the ground and pound that she's landing in this part of the fight.
50 total strikes have landed for Valentina Shevchenko. 2 minutes remain in the round.
Fantastic takedown land.
Jacek gets back up again.
Nice stick with the right hand. Oh!
Combinations here. Man, her striking looks clean tonight. Timing on point.
Her timing's on point. Her accuracy's on point. She's very busy. She's in a good flow.
Well, man, as she come out aggressively here to start this fight, connecting on a lot of shots so far here in this first round. All offense, all the time.
Real sneaky body kick.
Effective punch there by Shevchenko. Takedown attempt late, and it's good. Oh, nice job by her there. You see how strong she is. Her opponent's trying to control posture. Unable to do so.
Now she can get to work and put the money in the bank with that ground and pound.
Money in the bank. And that left hook landed on the button. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, let's get you some replays from that previous round, DC. I thought she mixed it up beautifully on the feet.
Yes, she did a great job. I mean, she landed everything. She showed a complete example of what her mixed martial arts game has become as she's been in the UFC now for a little bit of time.
So 5 minutes down, here we go with the start of round two. Valentina Shevchenko. And there is Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
Nice kick.
Oh, she just continues to land a high volume of strikes here, really just like she did in the previous round, and she does not seem to be slowing down at all. All right, so she gets the single leg takedown, DC. A nice job to enter and then change the angle to get the fight to the mat.
Yes, what a fantastic angle. What a great job of finishing that single leg takedown.
Well, maybe some panic setting in for her opponent as she continues to land with the ground and pound.
She cannot deal with the pressure of the top fighter. She's so good at finding her strikes. Ooh, what a punch.
So 89 total strikes have now landed for Valentina Shevchenko. And most definitely an efficient effort tonight, DC. 72% the accuracy rate against Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
Well, she's already landed several big takedowns, and there's another one. So you gotta like what you're seeing here. This offensive wrestling is on point.
It's unbelievable. The variety of takedowns is what I am truly a fan of. It's not just one thing. She is doing different approaches, different takedowns to really, really confuse her opponent.
Effective punch there by Jędrzejczyk.
Beautiful takedown land.
Perfect execution as she gets the single leg takedown. Nice hammer fist. All right, so the ground and pound strikes continue to land. She's not staying busy for the sake of it. She is doling out damage.
she's landing a lot of punishing ground and pound. And this is going to really zap her opponent as they get back to the feet.
Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into Shevchenko's looking for that arm triangle now.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. Oh.
Nicely done. Guillotine attempt for her here.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Back to the feet now.
That was slick, man. Nice strike. Oh, clinch position. Watch the knees and the elbows come down.
All right, 5 minutes in the books as we take a look at the replays from that previous round. She can punch with anybody in this division.
Yeah, with the best in this division and the best in any sport. She's a fantastic boxer, and you could see it in the amount of punches that she landed in that previous round.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Oh, you know about her kick. She's got him going tonight. Well, she lands another strike to the body here, and the percentage is getting high now in terms of the body strikes landed. Didn't see a lot of that earlier on, making up for lost time here.
Nice body.
Oh, and she connects there. Beautiful punch.
Great punch, but what's next? What is she going to use to follow it up?
All right, so another swing and a miss, and I'd imagine if your gas tank is this low, you got to find times to try to preserve that energy and get yourself back to a place where you can actually dole out some damage.
Yeah, you got to get out to space, find places to rest and recover, get against the octagon, go to the clinch, find ways to just recover so that when you have that next explosion, it actually has some meaning to it.
140 total strikes have landed for Valentina Shevchenko. Landing with 64% accuracy tonight. Shevchenko's trying for Kimura here.
The Kimura's not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
All right, she postures up here. It's nicely done. And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. Going for an arm bar now.
Oh, man, that was slick. Nice stick with the right hand.
All right, so she's able to work her way back to her feet now. Oh, she's really starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides now. Well, she's got a good jab, missed with it there.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
Some nice back and forth action here. Man, her head is just getting snapped back like a turtle. Beautiful combination once again, and her there. I'm not sure her opponent knows where she is. She's in the octagon.
She can't possibly know where she is right now after taking such a massive head kick. Look at the turnover in that kick.
Whoa!
You can never know what you're going to see with this young lady. Is she going to finish the fight? Oh!
Well, that's the end of the round, so the location is okay, the cut on the cheek, but that is some serious blood trickling out of that cut there. You got to think maybe at some point they call the doctor in, and if he doesn't like what he sees, maybe they stop this fight. All right, great round it was. Let's take a look back at some of the highlights, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, a lot for the replay guys to choose from. But, John, it's going to be mostly kicks.
Right.
She landed them over and over again, found her target, locked in on it, and drove her shin right through her opponent's body. That was a great display of kicking in the UFC.
Oh, she landed another strike to the body there. She's going down.
She's hurt very bad. She didn't escape. She has to get moving. If she stays in front of her opponent, she's going to take one more. That's going to end the night.
Oh, well played there as she gets back to her feet. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Yeon Jacek. Whoa! Oh!
She is such a reverse striker that big strike landed, and it looks like she's going to finish this fight.
Oh, she gives up her back here, so a case of pick your...
Oh, wow, oh! Gotta be careful, armbar. There it is.
And this might just be a matter of time. All right, right into side control now. We'll see if she can dole out some damage. A lot of fighters would prefer the half guard. She does pretty good work here, though.
She does great work in the half guard. She's very brutal. She's very heavy with her top half, so she doesn't worry about the opponent escaping. And this side control is very good for her because she wants to wear on you. She wants you to try to carry all of her weight with your upper body and make a mistake that will lead to a fight ending finish.
Yeon Jacek gets caught with that punch. Great movement by her here on the ground, and she just does it so fluidly and so easily. It's really a sight to behold.
You can tell that she's been a lifetime.
Shevchenko's got the back, going for the rear naked choke.
Now it's starting to slip under the neck.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. This might just be a matter of time. Wow. All right, she's in full guard here, DC, but you know she passes as well as anybody in this division. Shevchenko's got her head going to the guillotine now.
Oh, nice guillotine there. Oh.
Getting tighter. And that will do it.
It's over. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That is some opportunistic grappling right there. And nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. Well, the celebration is officially on for the UFC Women's Flyweight Champion, getting it done and emphatically tonight by way of submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 54 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a guillotine choke, Valentina "Bullet" Shevchenko.
All right, so congrats to the still UFC flyweight champion of the world. And for her, it's one thing to become the champion. It's an entirely different thing to successfully defend the belt. Now she really feels like the champ.
Yeah, she said that belt is not going anywhere. She said regardless of who was in the octagon standing across from her, she knew and believes in her skill set that she will remain the champion tonight. She did just that and keeps her title.
It's a women's bantamweight title fight between Amanda Nunes and Ketlen Vieira. All right, here's the #1 women's bantamweight contender. She believes for a while she's been the best at 135 pounds. She's making the walk tonight, staring down the champion. Confidence, not an issue. Fear, not a factor. We'll see if this talented #1 contender can shed that label and leave with a new one as the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. Well, this belt has changed hands quite a bit, but not since it's been held down by this young woman, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world. She has really set the standard for excellence at 135 pounds. Tonight, though, facing a #1 contender that comes in with a lot of momentum. So if she can defend the belt yet again here tonight, it would really go a long way in stamping her legacy as one of the greatest bantamweight fighters and champions of all time. All right, now let's get you the tail of the tape for this Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. 4 years apart with similar height and reach. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 10 wins, 1 loss. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Manaus, Arizona, Brazil, presenting the challenger, Ketlen Vieira. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been giving your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, so here we go with round 1. We're expecting a lot of action and really to see both women challenged in all phases of mixed martial arts.
They're both so talented. They're both so good at every aspect of fighting. I want to see who can truly force their style on the other woman. Nice punch here.
Great vision, great defensive instincts by her there as she continues to block the majority of these shots coming her way.
Her hands are always where they're supposed to be.
Oh, vicious knees landing up top. No headgear allowed in the octagon, and at some point defensively, if you don't adjust, the referee's going to step in.
The night is almost over. If you don't defend yourself, you will eventually go to sleep.
All right, so Amanda Nunes getting off here again as usual. Really as well-rounded a fighter as we have in the men's or the women's game here in 2020.
Yeah, regardless of gender, right? Regardless of gender, Amanda Nunes stands amongst the best in pound for pound in the entire beautiful takedown range.
Oh, nice job by her to posture up there. Now we'll see if she can maintain that separation.
She has to recognize that her opponent will start trying to squirrel away now, but look for her big ground and pound.
So just over 20 total strikes have already landed for Amanda Nunes. Oh, she lands a combination now. Nice volume of strikes, and it was hard to find a miss in there. She's on point.
Volume is very important, but the accuracy stands out above all in that combination.
DC, for my money, she's really timing her shots pretty well here tonight.
Her timing, accuracy, and also the activity level is great tonight. Big kick.
Oh, she blocks the punch. Well, that's her power shot right there. Landed the hook beautifully, I thought.
She does a great job.
Well, she told us in our fighter meeting on Thursday the double leg would be there. It was certainly there.
She's trying to guillotine. Oh, my goodness, it's tight. Watch guillotine.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
That is tight.
And there it is.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah, really nice job by her there to execute the submission. Clearly she had an opening and she closed the show pretty effectively there. That is one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. Let's check out some of the action in that previous round. DC, she certainly kept the stat trackers busy with all those takedowns.
All those takedowns, did some really nice takedowns. She did a great job of level changing, getting into her opponent, not allowing her opponent to defend before she can secure her takedown.
So there she is, celebrating with her corner, the queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. And how about the method of victory tonight as she gets it done by submission?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 3 minutes, 54 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out. And still the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Amanda "The Lioness" Nunes.
The Bantamweight Queen retains her title here tonight, and a huge effort to get the job done. The belts are piling up at home.
She did everything she intended to do in this fight. She knew where she held the advantages, and she stayed in her lane to retain her title.
I wonder if she would trade her new belt to you for one of the old ones.
She won a lot of the old ones. The old ones were better.